Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 27 on Project Adjoa and Dennis. Alright, so today's episode is all going to be on the retaining wall. And so buckle up and let's dive into the video. So again, in your view is a 3D representation of the beautiful 4-bedroom house that we are putting up for our client. This is the back patio. This is the front view. Okay. Yes, means 4-bedroom, 5 bathrooms, has 2 offices, big kitchen store, and a back patio. It comes with a roof terrace, and this is the storage area. This is the new construction that we're going to put up for the storage area, which will house the filtration system and that of the solar batteries. And so yeah, we'll be coming your way very soon with that construction as well. So at the back, like I told you, we had an issue there, and so we had to do the retaining wall. So in your view is the carpenters boarding up the retaining wall. Retaining walls are necessary, especially in areas of waterlogged, so you can prevent your fence wall from collapsing or from avoiding water from eating up the block work and causing cracks in the fence wall. And so there are two methods that we use in approaching this one here, and so we are using one of the methods. Okay, so the type of retaining walls that are available, okay, those that you can use the metal frame in casting the retaining wall, or use what we call the marine board. So what you see right now is what we call the marine board. Okay, the marine board. And those method of retaining wall that I talked about earlier is the fast cast, and the we have is a slow cast, which is a shifting one that we are doing because we don't have all the necessary materials available. In advanced country, this retaining wall will be cast in a day, and so there will not be any shifting of the board from one level to the other. You understand? The reason they do that is to avoid any leakage within the joint portions where you cast the concrete and then raise the board and then do a casting. They don't want to see a thin line in between. You understand? Yes. But once it is done properly, you will not have any other issue with that. And so trying to buy a marine board from the bottom all the way to the top, that is a lot of money. And besides, when you're done, we might not use the marine board as of now, or probably use it for another project, but it was a total waste of money. Our client was going to cough up a lot of money. So our main goal is to reduce the materials and do a shifting, cultivation. So now that we've cast the bottom, again we will shift the board up a little bit and then do the next casting. And in doing so, we need to apply more cement in the surface area. We need to apply more cement on the surface area so as to make sure there is no gap between the earlier cast and then the newer cast concrete. So all these are very strategic. And then also we've placed pipes in between the concrete so as to carry water from one level or from the upstream to the downstream. You understand? So there are pipes in between, and these pipes will help in transporting water from the left to the right. And before we pour anything on the laterite in, we need to make sure we get all the water out, and then we place heavy stones, okay, around it. Those heavy stones will come later on, okay, and then we place those heavy stones around it to avoid any erosion. Yes, because when it rains heavily, I know for sure water will be gushing through the back of these woods. And so hopefully in the future they need to do a proper drainage at the back there, so that once there is heavy rainfall for continuously maybe 1 week, most definitely it will not come close to our structure. Yes. So now you can see that the bolts have been shifted up now. We are done with the bottom casting, and so the bolts have been shifted up. Okay, and then the following casting will take place. You understand? So we are using 12 mm and that of a 16 mm. Okay, we are using 12 mm and 16 mm. This is very necessary to give it a good stamina. Okay, and the height of the retaining wall is 7 feet. Earlier on we wanted to do 10 feet, but looking at the price, it was extremely high. So what we did was to do a 7 feet, which is almost just a little bit above the surface level of the ground. Okay, yes, 7 feet, which is just above the surface level of the ground. You can see that even this one, we did a filling up to this level. So we wanted the retaining wall to just be a little bit above the ground level, and then we'll stack it up with the block work. You understand? That is the main intention. Because if you want to do a retaining wall all throughout, it was going to be a lot of money. So the best way we can help our client is to be very strategic, and all these were a discussion we had with our client, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And through the entire process, everything that we have done has been on agreement with the client, and that is why we were able to execute what we have done now. So hoping that at the end of the day we will not have any issue. Yes, and so there's going to be more laterite at the back as well to support the retaining wall. Yes, there has to be more laterite at the back with the stones that I talked about. Those stones will go in first. So because the reason for those stones is to disallow any laterite from blocking up the pipes that have been provided within. You understand? If you pour in the laterite first, it will then go ahead and block the pipes that were provided, and it would defeat its purpose. And for that matter, those stones had to go in first, and then if the water seep through the stones, they can still find their way through the pipe through to the other side. You understand? It also serves as a breather for the retaining wall, so the retaining wall can breathe. Yes. So those are some of the key factors that we are putting into place. So this is our compound. Okay, we have a huge compound here where you can park about 4 cars right here. Okay, yes, and so concrete is being cast from here and being transported all the way to the back. That is a whole journey on its own. Yeah, that's a whole journey on its own. So pretty soon you'll be seeing a whole transformation. Okay, you'll be seeing a whole transformation from this area. The length of our gate, we have the 18 feet gate, which is so wide. So that's where they are fetching the stones from and coming here. That is too far. Yeah. Anyway, so it's part of the project. So here, standing at the back patio, this is where you see the view. You understand? You can see that it's extremely down. The building is up. In fact, I'm very, very much impressed on what we have done, raising that building so high, because if we had not done so, the building would have been hidden in a valley. And even if you're walking on the road, you can hardly see the building. Yeah, so it was good. We raised the building so high. And today, I'm excited. Even at the initial stage, we were much concerned because we have exhausted most of our money. But we knew that at the end of the day, it will bring glory to all of us. And so anybody who passes by will know that, no, these guys have done a good job. So if you look at the foundation, a lot has been invested. You know, we've done beams upon beams and then increasing the height, again doing the concrete. That is a lot of money. You understand? So retaining wall being cast neatly, okay, through the process of shifting cultivation, and so now it is looking perfectly. Okay, so in the next episode you'll be seeing where we stacked up the blocks and to be able to continue to the next phase of the project. So if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you've not yet. Okay, put me on post notification, and whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Share your comments, your views, your thoughts, okay, so that together we will grow as a community. Yeah, I prepare estimate at a cost, and for a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom houses, if it's an apartment, yes, we prepare estimate according to the capacity of your project, and that's it. It usually takes 3 weeks to prepare the estimate, and once I'm done, I will share the estimate with you, and then with a payment plan. Once you make payment, we can go and build the house for you. Okay, so far so good. We have various projects that we have worked on. We have various testimonies, and so we are waiting for you to also join the community, so that together we can change the narrative. Okay, together we can change the narrative. So my name is Mr. Bright Antonio, and from me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.